Hey y'all, Officer Karen Law Dog and Charles reporting live to you, well, lockdown live only for us for quality training and transparency purposes, and most definitely for our own health, safety, and well-being. Now this is on a lockdown live because essentially Charles and I, we kind of feel like we've been attacked and bullied and even threatened by our lawyers. So let me tell you what happened. They've been trying to weasel out of our lawsuit for a while now. Something changed, and we've called it out to them. I've even asked for all the records of communications that they've had with defense counsel, you know, any notes, any billing. I've requested everything. To date, I've gotten nothing, okay? So then, of course, we know that there was an attempt to divide and conquer Charles and I last year that involved IHSS, it involved the Kern County Sheriff's Department, and of course it involved our attorneys because they represented both of us. Of course, Charles was reaching out to our attorneys at that time, unsure of how things would proceed, and I was reaching out to our attorneys to find out how to proceed to get Charles, to get IHSS and the Kern County Sheriff's Department held accountable for what they did, which was once again deny Charles a standard of care. So anyway, fast forward, we were told we couldn't see the jailhouse video. And then there was supposedly Charles needed a representative. And I said that was me. I said
I'm
that.
Tapping out.
Hold on, honey. Hold on. Let's get there. We got to document everything from start to finish as much as we can remember.
Yeah, because
now,
we're hoping that we don't have that.
Well, we're going to have this.
Probably sending through the shredder.
We're going to have this documented. We're going to have this documented. We know that this case was always about our ability to exercise free speech. That's why I was targeted. That's why Charles was targeted, because we exercised our free speech to call out policies, procedures, and practices that prevented safe and accessible access to school facilities, specifically Centennial, for all legal users, especially those with disabilities. And that's why we're having this conversation. They also know that we've always exposed corruption and incompetence. We've never once been admonished. As a matter of fact, we were praised when we took Ryan Thomas Fallgatter down in 4 minutes and 9 seconds outside the Kern County Superior Court. Like, they laughed about it. But anyway, all of a sudden, they said that Charles needed an authorized representative or a gal. I said, well, that would be me. Charles already asked for me or appointed me as his power of attorney. He did that back in 2022. I'm his best historian, so why wouldn't it make sense? So our lawyers tried to do that, and Barman said, not happening.
Barman's the criminal here.
So we really don't know why a judge would ignore my power of attorney and ignore Charles's wishes and not allow me to be his gal. Now, our lawyers, Bashan and Shaker, said that was because there was a fear that I would disclose what would be on those jail videos. Well, they backed me up and said there's no evidence that I've ever done that. So I've never been ordered not to do something and then turned around and done it, and they agreed. So if I'm not watching the videos and I'm being prohibited, then I'm not violating a court order. But because we always sometimes have to expose ourselves in order to expose them, Charles and I did a reenactment. And we did it a long time ago. Like long before there was a court order prohibiting it, long before there was settlement negotiations. It's been out there. And so we put it out there again. Sometimes Charles told me when he was unlawfully incarcerated and after he got out and as things come to his memory of what he remembers happening inside that jail. And those things are crimes against humanity. Those things are crimes against humanity. Okay? So anyway.
And we are, that's why we're looking for an international team of lawyers that have experience in crimes against humanity and police brutality.
And judicial injustice.
Yes, and corruption.
Yeah.
Basically, all the hate shit. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're at this point, now that we know what the role of my gal, my lawyer or lawyers or whatever the hell they are now, I want them to, what was I just talking about?
You were talking about looking for an international team, but let's get back to where you're going. Let me back it up to, so the judge didn't allow me to be the gal, so we found a gal. Actually, one was recommended to us. And so we threw out the recommendation, and because that's what the lawyer said would be necessary in order for Charles to see the videos. Because our lawyer said there was nothing to see in those videos. So, according to...
So there's no reason for me to tap out. There's no reason for me not to tap out. There's nothing to see there.
But that's a problem.
And that's the card I'm going to play.
No, because they're not being truthful.
No, we'll get them on the other
They're not being truthful about there not being anything to see there. But hold on.
I'm going to bang their balls together.
So they didn't want... So finally, they're at a... we're going to have to let them see. Like, I don't think they were anticipating that we would agree to the gal so that you could see the videos, and now they have to show something, and it's either there or it's not. And if it's not there, then video was tampered with.
Yep.
That's what I'm going to call out.
And I didn't see anything there, and I'm like, you know what? I fell off the horse. I have a concussion.
You didn't say you didn't see anything there.
I have traumatic brain injury.
You didn't say there wasn't anything there.
What?
You didn't say there wasn't anything there.
No, Baxter and Shaker said there's nothing there.
But see, here's where I'll never know if there was or there wasn't, because our own lawyers were acting like there was nothing to see there. They're not allowed to discuss with me if there's anything to see there. And I know what my significant other told me should be in those videos, and I believe him because he's been consistent this whole time.
But watch this. This is the best
The only
part.
way we're going to get it out is by going to a jury trial.
This is the best part. Before those idiots, you know what? I can play this game too. Let's see how Lori Ann's jury trial goes. Then we'll see.
What jury trial?
Then we'll talk about how mine.
What jury trial? You mean how my settlement goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not allowed to talk about that. And
That's what I'm saying.
That's why this is on a lockdown. But since this is locked down, we will talk about it. No, since it's on lockdown, we're doing this for our protection. It's a global settlement. And I'm against that for several reasons, because his damages were significantly higher than mine.
And they hired my gal to co-sign for me. When they force you to sign the settlement.
Yep, that's what's going on right now.
They don't even need me.
They don't even need his signature.
Because they got a gal.
Because a gal can sign for him. So I'm the bad one right now because I said I don't agree.
They set you up to fail, motherfucker. But
Yep.
you know what? Now I'm going to come down fucking hard on your ass.
Yep.
I'm going to come down so hard on your ass, I'm going to knock about 500 pounds off your fat ass. You hear me, motherfucker? That's how that's going to fall out, you dirty son of a bitch. You got set up, you're holding the bag, and now you're gonna feel the wrath.
Because it's an unfair amount.
Charles Wallace Hanson.
Because it's an unfair amount.
Yep.
It's an unfair amount. It is an unfair amount. It brings no accountability to Luis Pena. Like nobody's ever going to find out that this is the third time that he's done this where it's resulted in a lawsuit. And it's going to leave Whiting's jacket
wide open for everybody to see.
It's going to, well, by the settlement, his jacket, we're never going to have to do a pitches motion, find out what's in Whiting's jacket.
Oh, we're going to do that.
And I kind of think that's
You're
where
gonna
the
do that this
attitude,
week. Yeah.
I think that's where the attitude with the lawyers changed when I said, hey, wait, why are we rushing on settlement now that it's come to our attention by a reliable source that Whiting has a jacket?
Yep.
We should probably do a pitches motion to find out what's in his jacket.
Yep.
And they've already done one on Pena.
Oh,
So,
they did?
yeah, so they know about Reed. But what about what he did in Shafter? See, that's what I'm saying. It's a pattern.
It's a kick
of
the can.
abuse.
It's to kick the dirty cop around and around.
It's a
and
long-term
around.
scam
Because
by
they-
them.
Yeah, but I
And
can
so-
tell you what, these cops are going to cost and have cost the taxpayers millions. This has been going on. If you haven't followed the journey for 4 years.
So anyway, Friday when we got a letter, now mind you, they had that meeting last Monday, which is why we had to jet back into town, even though we were out of town and have been out of town since August 14th. We had to jet back into town so Charles could have that meeting with the gal and our attorneys so that he could watch the video. I didn't go because I was excluded from watching the video. Well, unbeknownst to me, also included in that meeting were negotiation discussions that Charles believed he was not allowed to discuss with me, and he hasn't. I was excluded from watching the video, not from participating in any settlement discussions. I might have a say in that. And
Yeah, it knocked me off a little.
Now
knocked
that-
me a little off balance when I'm like, I thought we were finished, and I thought we were. Next thing you know, they're all standing around, banging out. Come on, y'all. All right. I'm just gonna say.
I don't know what
You
he's
think
talking
I'm
about.
Stupid? If you think I'm that fucking stupid, you
And
idiot.
see, I don't know what he's talking about. And see,
you know
these are
what?
the discussions Charles and I have
can't
had.
disclose
Exactly,
what I'm
see?
talking about.
See? Exactly. But all I know
But in
is
the
Friday,
In the end, if you should probably, you might want to, instead of following a filthy lifestyle.
I don't know what he's talking about.
You instead of living that filthy lifestyle, instead of doing your job. What were we just talking about?
We were talking about how Friday we got a letter from our lawyers, and all of a sudden it's what appears to be like a settlement offer. And I'm like, I'm reading it to Charles. I'm not understanding where these numbers magically came from. And he's like, this doesn't match with Monday's discussion, which I'm not allowed to know about. So I started
But it's still a filthy lifestyle.
So I started asking questions, and I wasn't getting answers. Instead, I was getting resistance. So we always do our videos for our own protection, but then we got admonished.
Somebody always knows.
But then we got admonished for doing a video, and now I'm being accused of
And now
violating a court order.
Now we can't even order a cup of coffee according to our lawyers, Baxter and Shaker, because that might violate some sort of big fucking grand plan. You fucking inbred
I don't know
idiots
anything
have.
about strategy. I wasn't included. I wasn't told we couldn't do the videos that we've always been doing. Charles laid out his demand back in February in a video. I didn't know any settlement negotiations were going on back then. I did not know that.
Well, you know,
I wasn't told I couldn't post any video.
What
And my
happened
understanding is
Kern County, and I want to say that at least you got at least you're going to get some skin for your money. Because we know somebody, anyway, we're gonna show you skin in the fucking game. And
we know somebody what, honey? See, I'm confusing
I
it.
don't know.
And see, the thing is, I wasn't in that meeting, and it doesn't match what's in writing, so of course we're asking questions. And it was Charles's understanding, and it was always mine,
Do I get my surprise?
that we're, yes, honey, you get that on Tuesday.
What's
Honey, I can't tell you, it wouldn't be a surprise. That we're just not allowed to discuss that jailhouse video anymore. We haven't. We haven't talked about what's in it. I don't know what's in it except what he told me's in it, and we posted that before that meeting.
Laredo? You talking about Laredo?
Yeah. The video when they had you in there twice. The first time when they threw you in the gutter, which I had that live out, when you had vomit all over yourself. That's been up since 2021.
What was Homeboy's
You can't
name?
take down what's already been up.
What was Homeboy's name in the sound stage that let me use his phone code? Swift or
I don't remember.
yeah, I've been trying.
I would be able to get a screen. I would be able to look it up though, because I think I screenshot his
Yeah.
information when I put money on his account.
Let's track his ass down and see if he needs more money on his account.
But anyway, so now I've requested a transparent meeting so that Charles can have his opportunity to say what he needs to say as far as why that letter doesn't match what he remembers being said Monday. And then they can either say that never happened or we can all get back on the same page. But they've been trying to get out of the case for a while. Oh, and they kept saying about how calm Charles was and how engaged he was. Maybe he was well rested that day. Maybe he was having a good day that day. I'm sure he was. He was eager to finally see the video. And then since he's left, you don't think maybe PTSD, panic, anxiety, and forgetfulness and confusion didn't set back in? Which is exactly what I see that's happened since that meeting. And then the letter Friday, that just sent him. So we did this for our own safety because something doesn't pass the smell test. Conrad, did you want to say anything else? I said that it didn't pass the smell test.
About what?
About what we were talking about with why we're doing this video, to have documentation that
There's nothing to see there?
that there seems to be a rift with our lawyers. They seem to be.
Oh, you know what? Is this that lockdown video?
Yes, it's locked down.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were told we can't discuss anything.
I guess there's a couple of things I can always say. One's going to be, you idiots, I'm going to teach you the hard lesson of part of something is better than all of nothing. You dumb inbred sons of bitches. And you know what? I want our subscribers. We'll launch this on a Friday to the subscribers. And then and then on Monday we usually launch subscribers on Friday and then release them to the general on that Monday. So
sometimes not at all.
Well, yeah, sometimes not at all. But they're going to put this in all of the. They'll do a chapter, or they might even do a whole fucking get your book that's going to have a whole chapter on
A manual.
Charles Wallace Hanson IV. Lesson of part of something, not always, but most of the time, is better than all of nothing. And when you learn that hard financial lesson from me, you will take it to the grave.
I don't even know.
Because this is shit. Don't tell me. After I fucking drop the financial bomb on your ass, because you're the ones that said there's nothing to see here.
And there was?
You know the easiest way to hurt people, to hurt rich people, is make them poor. You played with the wrong motherfuckers.
See, I have no idea what's going on.
You had no fucking idea.
Because I'm not allowed to see the video.
Has no fucking
Yeah,
idea.
because I'm not allowed to see the video.
I've been basically...
I'm suspecting there was shit in the
My
video.
freedom of speech is gone.
I'm suspecting there was something in the video.
If anything happens between now
And they're
and
trying
then,
to convince me
and
him
and they come up with some
that
weird
there was
shit,
nothing in the video.
we're
That's
gonna do
what I
this,
think.
We're going to play this ball. We're going to play this pitch the same way I did with old fat ass Frank Hoover, that deadbeat fucking good
Troy
old
Childers?
Troy Childers, that good old boy with his fucking piece of shit cars.
Benjamin Green?
Green went to the grave. I took all these
Michael
people,
Kilpatrick?
all these people, they know me. And you all are getting to know us.
I didn't do
But
anything except try to be transparent
But in the end, you all
follow the chain of command.
You were told, and Lori Ann has all the saved docs. So
Oh,
don't
for
worry
sure.
let me.
For sure.
Let me take.
They were even surprised I wasn't there when I sent an email saying I wouldn't be there. So if you knew you were going to talk about financial settlement matters, don't you think I should have been there for that?
They take that. Let me add one thing to you fucking idiots. You can get back to your fucking cabbage balls, because you know what? You're really not good trying to act somebody else's color. Bastion, I set your ass up with that thing because I knew you would take it, and you thought that he's loopy. No, I was just having a pretty good day until you fell in that fucking trap with that document. This is how fucking ignorant and stupid. So, like I said, get back to your motherfucking cabbage ball, bitch.
Well, and here, I'm going to just lay this out right now. If the purpose of the gal was to try to purport a 5150 case, you better fucking knock that shit off right now.
Yeah,
because you know what?
I'm going to take your fat ass down
Because
so
you know
hard,
what?
you won't even
You're not.
You won't even be able to afford a fucking hamburger.
You're not coming in with a conservatorship, because Charles's power of attorney already long time ago set me out to have dibs for that position. Okay, I do what's in Charles's best interests, and that's to protect him from dirty son of a bitches like you.
Let me give you a hint.
And like some of the other ones.
Give you a hint.
What, honey?
There's going to be some changes in documents by the end of next week, if there's time to do it.
What changes?
To the, this is
Yeah.
to the trust. I told you I'm going to have you do an addendum to the trust.
Oh.
Yeah. If you can find my money, bitches, you can have it.
I don't know what he's talking about there. I'm not
You
out,
can
am I?
have it, asshole.
I'm not out.
Oh, fuck no. You got to write the motherfucker.
Yeah. And I'm the
If
one.
I cut you out and then say,
And I'm
go
the
find
one that-
somebody else to
and
write
I'm
you.
the one that
Go pay
takes-
somebody $2 fucking
And I'm
grand
the one
to
that
write
takes
that.
care of you. I mean,
Yeah.
how dare you say that I might be trying to be co-counsel? That sounds like the person that turned me into the State Bar of California said that
I'm sure you
I'm
were.
doing the
But
unauthorized
you know
practice of law.
With you and your dirty, filthy,
It's
you know what? It's going to hit everybody like a brick wall. And you know why? Because
they were setting us up all along.
And now we know Carmen, the RN, emergency room nurse, Did you tell your boss, Pena? Carmen, did you tell your boss? Those are crimes against humanity, and that's corruption, what you did.
And it's RICO
You
that everybody's
colluded.
trying to cover it up.
Yeah, you colluded with Pena, and none of you disclosed anything. So that's corruption. Right now, you're most likely you're going to lose everything in your life that you worked hard for. Just like, hey, Bastion, remember that little paper you took? You haven't figured out that was a copy? Didn't you figure out that maybe that came off a computer or something? Shit, these days it comes off a fucking iPhone. You can do it while you're sitting on the toilet, bitch. And you thought you had a prize. The only thing you got, now you know what I told you I wanted. And it was
right there.
It was there.
And you said there were no discussions with the gal, so it wasn't included in the strategy.
It's been up for a couple of months now.
Yeah.
You know how long it's been up? Look at the jackasses.
Since the date on it.
It's been up, and the minute that motherfucker went up, within, what, 5 business days?
Uh-huh.
We had Gillette fucking speed dialing Lorianne, the law dog, saying, I got a gal for your ass.
Oh, yep.
Right after we
Yep,
posted that
yep,
publicly.
yep.
Next thing you
Yep,
know,
that
get
is
his
true.
ass a gal. He's
That
gone
is true.
crazy. No, I'm going to show you. I already got money, motherfuckers. I can prove fucking 7 figures, motherfuckers. And you know what? If you think I don't want to because I don't throw good money after bad. And you know what? You motherfucking.
Hey, wait a minute.
You motherfucking.
It didn't
if
make.
you throw money after bad because you motherfucking cabbage eater. You're fucking over there talking about fucking. I need to pony up more money, and I don't have it. I drive. Well, I used to drive a $110,000 car. I'm going to put that title up in the section here. I'm going to have Lorianne. It's $110,000. Oh yeah. Well, that's what you paid for it. Still, I'm pretty sure I can snap my fingers, click my heels, and over a lunch break have that motherfucker sold for $75,000. Why?
Especially with a new.
Especially with a whole bunch of new bones in.
Yep.
A few new bones. Kind of like Lorianne's fucking hip.
Yeah.
We can rebuild her.
Charles touched on 2 things I want to elaborate a little more on, folks. If you're trying to push this 5150 narrative, I told you a long time ago, he has a traumatic brain injury. He had a double stroke.
And I have medical documentation for it.
He has cerebral amyloid angiopathy. He was told that he has panic anxiety and PTSD and what's it called? Alzheimer's with early onset of dementia. So that's what I'm going by as his caretaker. And you know what? I document his health on a regular. And pretty much like I've communicated to medical people, the only time that his health started to decline was, with that first unlawful arrest with Pena, and most definitely the second unlawful arrest. Every time he's unlawfully arrested and denied a standard of care, then his health deteriorates. What are you looking at, Pumpkin?
My cross.
Where are you going with it? Oh.
Doesn't dry out.
Oh, okay. And then, not yet. And then supposedly our new lawsuit that was supposed to be filed was filed.
We ain't seen any evidence.
We ain't seen any evidence except for the email from the lawyer that filed it.
Old Gillette.
And
you can call out his name. His name's
it's on a
documents.
lockdown, and yeah.
Yeah.
So what's going on there? Why is the court stalling
What's going on there, Gillette?
a legal document? Gillette said that he Now, in all fairness, I had a confidential informant tell me that the court is going through yet
Major
another
re-
upgrade. Yep,
major-
another revamping. Go figure. This is the second one since the start of this madness in 2021, where we've been exposing corruption and incompetence.
Yeah, and then they caught Zach Scribner literally with his pants down, banging away at his 11-year-old daughter while she's screaming. And he was in so much heat. His own son was stabbing his ass, and he really didn't feel much of that. That's how much rage he had
And
for that
Zimmer-
little girl.
And Zimmer didn't even call 911.
She called
her buddy, Youngblood.
911 Youngblood.
Yeah, 911 Youngblood. So that he could send his deputies over to secure the scene.
Yep.
No arrest for 30 guns, 2 of which were unlawful to have.
Yep.
Mushrooms.
Yep.
And
And
the act on his daughter. The alleged act on his daughter. Like, no arrest? Are you kidding me?
and this comes from
And then he went into hiding.
this comes from straight from the Muffin Man, Josh Aaron Blue. Apparently, Cayman was the first one on scene. Basically blocked off the street until Zimmer, Youngblood, and their boys could get up there. How do we know? It'll all become clear, bitches, in future lawsuits. So you know what? Some days you win, some days you bud. Some days you win, some days you lose. But I can guarantee you there's a bunch of losses coming up. Shaker, did you tell Bastion what I told you?
Wait, what did you tell Shaker, honey?
Shaker knows what I said.
Do I know?
I'll tell you, but not now.
Okay. Oh, it is locked down.
No, I just don't want to tell you online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I just don't want any.
Okay.
Yeah. Shaker knows.
And some
Remember,
people
we had
are,
that
everybody's
conversation?
always on a need to know basis anyway.
Yeah. And just so you think I'm not fucking with you? Why don't you take a look at Shaker's 2 calls he made to Lorianne? And I'm going to say this was probably about 2 or 3 months ago. You look at those-
without Bastion.
You look at those phone logs. Yeah. I'll bet you Shaker didn't tell you, did he? I'll bet you, because you know what? Sometimes you're on a need-to-know basis. Like me, because of my illness. I
Yeah.
know sometimes I'm on a need-to-know basis, but when I do want to know something, I want to know. And if not, then I'm going to huff, and then I'll puff, and then y'all fucking cabbage chompers really need to find God. You need to really go and, instead of bragging about being an atheist or some sick lifestyle shit, fucking mess you people.
Well, that's how they justify it.
I was wondering what that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was wondering.
Anybody
what that
who doesn't believe in God
Yeah.
doesn't believe in God,
you
so
don't
that they don't
believe-
have to have a moral
Yeah,
compass.
you don't. Yep. Just like Lorianne Law Dog says, and she's my fucking spiritual, also my
Yep.
spiritual advisor.
Sure am.
And I can tell you what, some atheist bullshit that they're going to try to spin on her, you're so fucking far out of your league.
I have too much
now-
evidence that God exists.
By the
Way too
time,
much evidence in
By
my
the-
own life and in others.
by the time you see this video, you would have already felt the pain, and you would have already realized it's about accountability.
It's always been about
But if
accountability.
there's money on the table, I'm not going to leave 1 penny left. So, let's just talk about accountability instead of numbers, because obviously you guys ain't got your fucking shit together, you dumb sons of bitches. We're having this conversation when Lorianne Law Dog releases this video. you would have already figured out the design of how how you'll find the design of how we're going to expose your shortcomings. Everybody, all of you. Why? Because I'm a dick like that. So fuck off. Oh, one more thing. Seeing how we got a few more, and we're going to file another 2 unless you all get a hold of us. But we're saying right now, Charles Wallace Hanson IV has this shit handled on this school district thing. Now, we're live, we're global. It is what it is. Kern County Council might want to get a hold of me as soon as fucking possible. Okay? So, or else you're gonna feel the same financial pain. Kern High School District, you don't need to get a hold of me. I'm tapping out. Okay? So, you all deal with whatever bullshit our fucking lawyers are saying, that there ain't nothing to see there, because you know what? When I was brought in for that fucking nearly 5 fucking hours with that fucking fat ass, smelly ass gal sitting next to me, fucking keeping his mouth shut like a bitch, I was there watching the fucking videos. I'm gonna tell you, I can make the school district go away right now, today, with a phone call today, right now. Boom, call me. I'm gonna need. Well, you saw my demands. First and foremost, I'm gonna need qualified immunity, 100%.
Both of us.
Before, yeah, or Lorianne, before, during, and after. And that's also going to include
the kids.
The kids,
because they've they've already gone after the kids.
And why? I can make the school district shit disappear like that because my lawyers already told me there's nothing to see there. And anyway, I'm not allowed to talk about whatever. Anyway. It's difficult to do it, but in the end,
when your First Amendment's been infringed upon,
county council, shoot me over, call up the law dog, shoot us over a deal we can't refuse. Give us a settlement we can both live with. But I can tell you what, that settlement, that document that's on Lorianne's Facebook about my demands, a couple of more have arisen, but that's negotiated, and I'll tell you how it is. But I'm pretty sure we can come to an agreement. Unless you want to get more lawyers involved, then we'll just tear this shit out and we'll just keep hell, we've been doing this for 4 years. We both live a 7-figure lifestyle. We're on vacation. Anyway.
And you know what? Nobody thought Lopteguy was crazy when he asked for $100 million.
He asked for $100 million, and hey, you can look it up. Don't look it up on what's his name? What's his first name? Anyway, Bass. I call him Bass. Anyway, Lopteguy. Look him up. Kern High School District Police. They just got paid like 2 years ago. Him and his buddy rolled over on the rest of the department. And they split $2.25 million. We'll put that up again in the comments. We'll put that up when Lorianne will pull it up. Stick that back up there. And then she'll also stick up with the local guy gig. I normally call it a trap door, but this was a trap paper. You stupid mother. You know what? That's what's wrong with you people. That's exactly what's wrong with you. You just can't fucking be fair with anybody. You always have to fucking take everything. But now I'm going to show you all that shit is going to go up in smoke because I'm tapping out. Lorianne, whatever you think you can piece together with hers, you're going to have to do it with her alone because I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out live, motherfucker. I'm tapping out live from the school district. Get your lawyers to call me, or else we'll cost the taxpayer probably another $25, $30 million over the next 4 or 5 years, just like we've been probably already cost them. You know, when they did that fucking, some of you might remember when they did those, that road engineering survey over there by,
On Hageman.
on Hageman during Christmas of that year.
Yeah. And that's when their cameras went up
Cameras went up
that they didn't have.
that they didn't have. Follow the journey, you're going to see. It was because of the law dog and me. And a lot of other shit like this.
And that's why people don't park along Hageman anymore like they used to, you know, in the lane,
Yeah.
the travel lane.
And you see why Whiting's over there bullying everybody now, the kids and the parents, and move it, keep it moving and shit like that. Don't take his shit. File complaints against that motherfucker. He has a jacket. What's that order we're going to get on him?
A pitches motion.
We're going to get a pitches motion on several people in the Kern High School. Several people in the current high school district, because some of them suspiciously stupid.
I think part of the strategy.
Got kind of kicked out of there and moved around some.
See, this
Looks
is
like they got a new principal. So you know what? They're just moving them around to different schools.
See,
coming to a neighborhood near you.
See, this is how you know that there's shady shit going on. When your lawyers are supposed to be working in your best interest, and they give you a shitty number, or they give you attitude when you balk at their number, and then you say, and then they exclude me, who's the best historian for Charles, from negotiation discussions and strategy discussions, when my strategy would be, we're not going to take the number that Charles said he wanted from the school and what I said I wanted from the school, or else we're going to get Whiting's jacket exposed.
And we're going to get
And
Barman.
we're gonna get-
Barman. You need
and
to
we're
get back
gonna
to your
get
fucking cabbage
Peña's
roll too, bitch, because you're
Shafter
out, you fucking
exposed. So that all day long is part of the strategy, or should be.
bitch. Yeah, well,
I mean-
by the time these motherfuckers, by the time I'm finished with you assholes, you ain't going to have any more cabbage rolls. You're going to be lucky to get a veggie pig in the blanket, motherfucker. That's how I roll. Remember? Y'all trying to make me huff. Y'all trying to make me puff. But I think you're all going to crack. By the time this video is released, I think you're going to understand the pain coming.
I still don't know what he's talking about, because I wasn't there on Monday.
I'm not allowed to tell you.
That's why we're going to have that meeting next week, but they've only
Also,
allocated 30 minutes,
Also,
and
did
they
say-
kind of set a template for discussion, leaving out
Yeah.
what was discussed on Monday.
Yep. And I'm going to say that one of them said something about something, and it reminded me. When I was in Mexico.
One of them said what?
And then one of them said, it's a good thing we got lawyer-client privilege and lawyer-client confidentiality. What does that mean? You want to know what this means? What does that mean, assholes? You know what? Hope y'all get bread out of existence.
Well, what does that mean, honey?
You guys are over there trying to breed Palestinians out of fucking existence,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and the Jordanians
But-
and the fucking
but I'm
everybody
talking-
else.
but I'm
That whole
talking
fucking
about-
region. I hope they get bread out of.
But
I
I'm-
think they're going to get bread out of existence
But
by the
I'm-
time the Saudi Arabia gets to their asses, breed their asses out of existence. It's the only way to bring peace.
But I'm talking about you being in Mexico and then them making that comment about it. I mean, what are they trying to imply?
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah. It's
Is that going to be their opening
What
statement
yeah,
for a
he
move
was in
for
Mexico.
incompetency?
Just so you know,
Yeah.
this is his little fucking game he plays. He was in Mexico.
It's just.
But people are fucking getting. Yes. If your life is torn apart, you divorced, you know you ain't gonna be able to afford all those off the books children. You know who you are. Law enforcement. They all do that. They get up. Fucking idiots. They got so much pussy saying they were a part of a bomb squad in San Diego. And they weren't. They didn't know anything about fucking bombs. And they blew themselves up with somebody's homemade bomb.
C4. How do you get a hold of C4 or better?
Or better.
How?
Oh, it's only military.
It's just.
You probably get it on black market, but it's all military grade. You don't get C4. Even if you're fucking blowing up fucking cement mines, you get TNT, high 9 manufacturing. That's what you're gonna stick a dynamite. They're not gonna give you C4 and blow the mountains to pieces. Why? Because that's military grade bullshit, crazy shit. Anyway, hey, you get into the you talk about trinitrate that's how they rule of thumb measure the magnitude of nuclear weapons. It's when they take the like Hiroshima, I think it was like 12 kilograms or something. But if it was 12 kilotons, that would be 12. A kiloton is basically 1 kiloton.
You know what my job is, Bastion, and I've been doing it
I'm done.
very well. Make sure he gets his medicine, check his vitals, make sure he eats regularly, make sure that he gets keeps his appointments, make sure that he's his stressors and triggers are as much controlled and eliminated as possible. Take him for his rides, pay his bills. You know, I'm his caretaker first, and I'm still his girlfriend. Of course, I have his best interests at heart, and I even have documentation to prove that, like medical documentation.
And I think you're finished getting documentation. Well,
oh yeah,
Lorianne,
yeah.
Lorianne, I already told Lorianne. They told me I'm represented by my gal. They're representing you. However that's supposed to work. But all I can say is, what were you just talking about?
Well, it sounds like they're setting a narrative so that since you have your gal and you're protected, that that they're
boys,
my attorney, that they're going to dump me because I did videos.
Yeah, boys, I'm going to unwind that whole fucking mess that you created. I'm going to expose that whole fucking mess you created. And
yeah, they sent an email trying to say at my insistence they have a gal, when that was all them.
Now,
all them.
I would say going live in 5. We got
No.
we're just gonna say we're live in 5.
Oh yeah.
We have a lockdown live waiting for our own safety and
Health, safety, and well-being.
Health, safety, and well-being. We got a video.
And for quality training and transparency.
Yes, and
because you can't outrun technology anymore.
Yep. And just say.
And that's what people hate when they're doing something dirty.
Say we've all been admonished not to talk about anything, but you know what?
Yep.
That time's going to come. That time's going to come, and that time's going to end. And it's going to most likely end next week. And then we'll just click it off.
Click it off?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.